Welcome to the Energy Roundup. This is a channel where we discuss the latest matters regarding energy in the UK and around the world. On this channel, we cover anything to do with matters surrounding energy. As this is a new channel, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Now carrying on with the video, in a recent meeting, it has been announced by Jeremy Hunt, the Chancellor, that he will be cutting financial support to UK businesses. This financial aid was given out to businesses in order to help them cope with the rising cost of energy bills in the UK. However, the plan is not to cut all support completely, but to cut it by a small amount. On Monday, a new scheme will be discussed in the House of Commons to help businesses, charities, and public sector organisations, but this new scheme is aimed to be less generous than the old scheme. The current scheme to provide support for business began in October, capped the unit costs of gas and electricity for all businesses until the end of March. The Treasury is expected to replace that scheme with an initiative that offers a discount on wholesale prices rather than a fixed price. Energy-intrusive industries such as steel, glass and ceramic producers are expected to get a larger discount than those in other sectors. Hunt met industry groups last week to discuss the scheme, where they described the current scheme as unsustainably expensive. The government said last week that the energy scheme was one of the most generous in Europe, but added that no government can permanently shield businesses from this energy price shock. The cost has been estimated at about £18 billion for the 6 months until the end of March. The new scheme is expected to run until March 2024, helping to avoid a cliff-edge end to support, which businesses had raised concerns about. Hunt has been handed a flip from failing gas prices in recent weeks which, if sustained through the rest of the year, could significantly reduce the cost of policies to cut energy bills for consumers and businesses. The Federation for Small Businesses has warned that smaller firms have lower margins and are less able to deal with cost pressures, such as rising energy bills. The British Chambers of Commerce said more than a third of firms admitted they were having difficulty paying their energy bills even with the existing government support. Make UK, an industry group that represents 20,000 UK manufacturers, has said cutting financial support would exacerbate job losses and reduce factory output. The new scheme will mean all eligible UK businesses and other non-domestic energy users will receive a discount on high energy bills until the 31st of March 2024. This will help businesses locked into contracts signed before recent substantial falls in the wholesale price manage their costs and provide others with reassurance against the risk of prices rising again. The government has been clear that such levels of this support, unprecedented in its nature and huge scale, were time-limited and intended as a bridge to allow businesses to adapt. The latest data shows wholesale gas prices have now fallen to levels just before Putin's invasion of Ukraine and have almost halved since the current scheme was announced. The Chancellor of the Exchequer, Jeremy Hunt, said, "My top priority is tackling the rising cost of living, something that both families and businesses are struggling with. That means taking difficult decisions to bring down inflation while giving as much support to families and business as we are able." Many UK citizens will be delighted to hear this as the cost of living crisis has impacted so many people recently. He added, "Wholesale energy prices are falling and have now gone back to levels just before Putin's invasion of Ukraine. But to provide reassurance against the risk of prices rising again, we are launching the new Energy Bills Discount Scheme, giving businesses the certainty they need to plan ahead." The technicities of this new scheme is yet to be confirmed, but it is expected that from the 1st of April 2023 to the 31st of March 2024, eligible non-domestic customers who have a contract with a licensed energy supplier will see a unit discount of up to £6.97 per megawatt-hour automatically applied to their gas bill and a unit discount of up to £19.61 per megawatt-hour applied to their electricity bill, except for those benefiting from lower energy prices. Customers do not need to apply for their discount. As with the current scheme, suppliers will automatically apply reductions to the bills of all eligible non-domestic customers. The government also stated that these businesses will receive a discount reflecting the difference between a price threshold and the relevant wholesale price. The Chancellor also announced he had written to Ofgem, asking for an update in time for the budget on the progress of their review into the non-domestic market. Businesses in England will also benefit from support with their business rates bills worth £13.6 billion over the next 5 years, a UK-wide £2.4 billion fuel duty cut, a 6-month extension to the alcohol duty freeze, and businesses with profits below £250,000 will be protected from the full corporation rate rise, with those making less than £50,000, the vast majority of UK companies, not facing any corporation tax increase at all. This news has also come with some drawbacks, with concerns that this reduction could threaten their efforts to reduce fossil fuel emissions, a leading consultancy has warned. When this new scheme was announced, business groups immediately warned that the significant cuts could threaten firms' survival, with costs likely to stay high this year in comparison to prices before the energy crisis began in 2021. The leading energy consultancy Cornwall Insight warned on Tuesday that, as well as the effects on business earnings and cash flow, the cut to support could curb businesses' ability to invest in decarbonization. Gareth Miller, its chief executive, said that some larger firms will still be able to implement their plans, but many may now be unable to create borrowing capacity or free cash flow, at least over the coming few years, while they face this cocktail of cost challenges. This hike in energy prices has been detrimental for business, especially small businesses. Tanya Potts, the owner of Laundry Central in Clacton-on-Sea, Essex, said, "The reduced support is extremely disappointing and worrying. As a high-energy user, the current level of help has been crucial in keeping my business going." Potts said she opened her dry cleaners and laundrette in 2019 and has had no choice but to put my prices up, but any higher just isn't feasible. She also called out the government by saying that when you're talking about my size of business, you're talking about keeping a roof over your family's head, not the level of bonus being paid to a high-earning business. This new scheme will only be on offer to businesses classified as energy-intensive users. It is the latest attempt by ministers to prevent companies collapsing as a result of high global energy prices caused primarily by Russia's invasion of Ukraine a year ago, even though the pressures have eased in recent weeks as wholesale prices have fallen. However, these businesses that will be backed by the scheme have also been warned that this financial support will not help these businesses if energy bills were to spike in more. Thanks so much for watching till the end. Please like, comment and subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you never miss a video. See you next time.